Hi, hello. This time I bring you a small, beautiful and interesting effect. Actually, it is a small pyramidal effect. So we have here one triangle, the second, another one, and another one. So this gives a triangular effect in each side and makes a small pyramidal effect. Of course, the pyramidal effect is not very sharp because this opens too much, so it does not give a sharp pyramidal effect like this. It opens because this is a progression, and it is a knot progression, so it is difficult to make it more sharp, but still it is quite impressive, right? And with this we can work many effects in many macrame pieces. For instance, we can make a small basket like for fruit or something like that, for apples or something like that. And we can put these ones down and turn it to this side. So here we have a basket like effect. It opens a little more these spaces, but for big things it is quite interesting. Now this is a round fabric. After the pyramidal effects are made, the triangular effects are made, it is all a round cylinder fabric, and so we can use it for many uses. Or we can even make it, I don't know, a wall hanging or something like that. Well, the applications are very wide and interesting. So in here we could now start a fabric like this, and then to cut it, to fray all these strings. So I'm not going to cut the strings because I really need the strings for, I'm going to undo this. It's a pity, right? But that's the way it is. I'm going to undo it all just to make new pieces for us to see strange things in macrame. So these movements, they are not well seen, they are not known, but they are very easy to do. Now we can also end this exactly as I have shown you to finish a fabric, a cylindric fabric. So we can take it like this and to pass it over one under one with all round, and make a diamond. So a diamond with all we are going to do. I have already showed that in the cylindric fabric. So it is the same thing. The only thing is that we have these all ends to work. So perhaps I will do it tomorrow. Perhaps I will do it more than half, and then we just finish the end parts. So I think this is beautiful. We can even here make more strings here and make a rose knot on top as a round thing. Perhaps I will do it also in another video. So perhaps I'll have several videos in the next days for us all to see how this works. Right now I'm going to show you exactly the beginning. It is very easy, but it is still interesting to see. So I have 22 minutes. All right, I have a lot of time. So I leave this ending for tomorrow. Now we are going to see the beginning. So let's see how the beginning works. So I have here more strings. So we use a pair of strings, and then we use another pair of strings. Now these strings, you see these, they are with two endpoints in one side and here it should be also 2 endpoints, so make sure that you have 4 points. I'm not going to cut it because the same reason, I need this rope, so I'm not going to cut it, but you should understand in here is the same thing or no? Oh no, in here I have 2 and 2. Well, I'm going to work with another one. Wait a second. Oh, let's not make confusion, although we don't need it, but it is more clear. So we should make it to the center, always to the center. After we find the center, we keep the center. This one the same. So we are going to see where the center is. Here is the center. So we put center with center, and we make it like this, or under. Perhaps under is better. No, perhaps over is better, because now this one comes up. So in here is the same thing. We are going to pass this pair over this one and hold it. Pull it to its place. Now we work this one over this one that have been worked, and also this one. Now this one goes over this one that was here, and finally, don't lose track, we are working with these two, and we are going to pass it under the first one. So these ones under these ones, and that's it. So now very carefully we close everything, and here you have the beginning. So the beginning is very easy, and although it is easy, it is always a good idea to pull it very well. I'm not going to pull it much, because then I have to undo it, and it will be a lot of effort. So when you do the piece, you just make sure that you pull it really hard. So the back is like this. Should always see if everything is perfect. So this has a cross point, 2 to this side and 2 under, and here you have a square with 4 little squares. So it is in here that we are going to do our pyramidal effects. And so the pyramidal effects, take a good look. So we are here, right here, and we are going to work one of these sides, and we work one, then another one, and another one. So it is one by one. So in here you just take a rope in the middle, pass it under, and we are going to make a simple square knot. And here it is, our first square knot. Now in here we have to pull it, but don't pull it much, because this is going to make this. So if it is like this, take a good look. If I put it like this, then it will not come so good to the under place. So it needs a certain distance here, just a small distance. It's nothing very big, just a small distance. Just do it like this, and we will see it, how it is perfect. And now all we have to do is to add more strings. This is too long, but it's the strings I have. So in here we do the same. We pass it under, We bring it here and we make a square knot. And because we are adding these square knots, this will grow in a pyramidal effect. I would like very much to understand if I can make it more sharp. I will study it. If there is a way, I will find it. In here is the same. We cannot pull it too much because these knots, you see, it is good idea that they stay parallel, and because now it's going to come the other one here, this needs a space. You see, it's here and needs a space to come here. Perhaps not so big, but we will see it after putting another one. So I have to undo this in here. This is easy and it is very interesting. So here we have, just pull it to the middle. Now in here we have this little loop, the head to this side. Here is a good idea to do it to the other side. So we pass it under, and now we work with this one first. And that will give the loop to this side. Okay, good look, and here it is. So here we have it. Now pull it to its place. I pull it too much. I pull it too much. Alright, you see, it is good when these two are like this, horizontal. So the distance here of this one and this one and these ones must allow the knots to be horizontal. Now we close this one. This one, because it is the center, it is a good idea to be always like this. Just to make it with a certain regularity. So we are going only to make these ones to one side and these ones to one side in the pyramidal effect, not in the center. In the center we keep it just like the first. If we did this to this side, then we do this to the same side. And that's it. Now it's the same thing. We take another loop, it do exactly as in here. We had another one, and another one. As you can see here. So we have this center. We have this center, the first, the second, the other one on the other side. And now it's just adding to make the pyramidal effect. In the end, we just close the pyramidal effect. Instead of adding, we have here two strings and two strings from this side. Instead of adding another string here to make another knot, or another here to make another knot that will make a continuation of the triangular effect, now we just take these two and these two and knot it. This will close the effect, and now it starts the round effect. So in here we have already a round effect, and the triangular effect is over. In this round, it is a good idea to have them all to the same side. So you see the loops are all to the same side. But in the triangular effect, we have it like this. And when they join head with head, and that is very beautiful. This thing here, actually it is beautiful, makes a certain style and a certain effect, okay? But if we want to close it, we can't close it. Another time I will show you how we close this. But I actually think that the more it opens, the more beautiful it will stay, right? So thank you for watching. I think this is interesting. I think that this is for a basket for apples that do not, or oranges or something like that, that do not spoil the rope. I think it is interesting for the middle of a table, right? It is extremely interesting, and because it is with knots, the air makes a circulation, and so for fruits, for the fruits, it's very important to have a circulation of air. So this, because this accommodates, it is very interesting, and we can do it here higher, all right? So it will have more capacity. That's it. So I hope this is really interesting. You see, this is the back. How do we see that this is the back? Because this knot has the crossing and is under. So it's here. So if we want to make a basket, it is a good idea to have this one, that it is the front part, the beautiful part. Take a good look. This is up. Now if you do it like this, the basket, it is not good because it shows the back part, the back side. So take always a good notion that for making a basket we have to really turn it. So this part, it is always up, always the showing part. So thank you so much for watching this, and see you tomorrow.